Hello everyone, how good of you to join, and welcome back to IXION once more, to our little space station floating in the orbit of Earth still. However, we're preparing to, take off to go to the stars, to Proxima Centauri, to get us some research and science missions on the way. However, before we do this, we still have some construction to do. In the last episode, we managed to get the foundation going, and we've also finished our EVA airlock. And with that, we have a couple of new options available. First of all, we can now repair the hull. We don't need this to do constantly if we want to keep, afloat in space. If the alloys go down to zero, the hull points go down to zero, basically we collapse as a station, we explode. And the other one is, or disintegrate, that would be the right word here. And the other one is that it allows us external construction. And as we can see, we got a set 1, set 2 engines and external systems. Now, we do have only one energy available. So the first thing I would like to do is with the 10 polymers, build us a solar panel number 1. This will make it possible to produce 40 more energy out here. The other one is that we can see here the Vol engine allows the Tiqqun to traverse self-similar space. Let's also install this one here in the queue. Going to take a while. However, we do have the resources. It's really just some building time that we consume with that. We have, let's just check it out, around 76 alloys left open, so I can still go ahead and salvage these areas here for my construction. Let's go with those two here, so we have this area then available. Also, my science ship is arriving at Mars right now. There's also Jupiter, Neptune, Venus. None of them has anything for us though. Yeah, well, Mars could be having something. And the UN has established a facility on Mars. Its crew are currently lacking the materials required to repair a critical fault in their oxygen supply system. Repair it for them. Repair the fault in exchange for research data. I guess we are going with research data. Yep, let's do this. We do need some 10 polymers in addition, and one of my cargo ships can transport that over here, right? And this one is now starting then at the station. It just requires the materials for this. There it is. And once it has everything, we deliver that over to that one. We can still also build the mining ship. Let's wait for the mission for it, because there is the mission coming. At least that we need to get this one cracking. Alright, it's just some construction now. And after a while, there we have it. We also have now got the power out of this one. So 42 power we have, and this allows us really to enable quite a few systems now permanently, like for example also my research station if I want that, the infirmary, very important, and all my stockpiles can now be activated at the same time. And with that, we still have 31 power left that I can use for the future. And after delivering an insane amount of resources, we have finished the Vol engine for the space station. You should see it on the back. The glorious thing, I think that's the one. Or no, it's the ring around it, I think, that was just implemented. Oh, also we have finished the delivery, I think. Yep, and we do get, some 10 signs. That was not a very good exchange. I'm still happy with it.
Administrator, because of your continued successful management of the Tiqqun, Dolos have authorized...
Oh, very kind of you. We do get some food supplies and also some new crew members. So we are at... No, we're still at 75. Bring the remaining workers on board. So I guess we don't need to do this from our lead management. And we should see this word here so that we have the food. And there we have 100 survivors and also the alloys. Let's take all of these things. So my cargo ship is going to be a bit busy now for a while. Let's get my science ship back home as well before we depart into the orbit. Oh, there's also an event. Food supplies are dwindling despite clean control protocols. Some crew members have become aware of this. They are worried food will soon run out. We do need to build 3 insect farms within 10 cycles. I guess we can do this. Can we? I mean, we do have the insect farm now unlocked, as we can see. And this one is the required building. There is no space here. We could do it like that. Or like that. Insect farm. Now, if you get rid of that road here, I should be able to squeeze in 2 of them here. Perfect. And then 1 more. Like so. This is not looking good. Like so. Road connection is all that's needed. And with that, we can build it. Going to cost me 60 alloys. Rechoice. We can deplete more of these stockpiles. By the way, the last ones. Right, but there's still another one with 90. How much power do they need anyway? 5. Yeah, we can afford this. And research-wise, we should also be able to research something new if we have. We have the battery. The steel mill. This will craft us alloy out of iron that we can find. Carbon into electronics in the polymer factory. And cryonic center. Nothing that we would really need for now, except perhaps the battery. But 45 we don't have. Anyway, there's the insect farm coming along. They're producing 1 food per cycle. So we are... Oh, we are at 0, by the way. We still have 13 stored in the mess hall. Promise fulfilled as well. And do we have now a surplus production? We should have this. I hope. It's not active there yet, but that's it. Also, we have brought all the crew members on board. 100. I will definitely need to construct a few more crew members then, right? Crew member quarters or crew quarters that we have. This one here, and I guess we should be able to squeeze in another block here, here, and also over there. Let's go with another 3 blocks in this area behind the science center. Alright, there is still more alloys coming in with the cargo ship right now. Off it goes again.
The different phases of preparation, calibration, and verification were
And with that we have
You must now start the full
finished all the preparations and can now start our
now deem you competent
departure
to gather
protocols.
resources, knowledge, and test colonization routines once you reach Proxima Centauri. Before you do so, Vanir Dolos, Marduk Council founder...
Oh, the boss wants to talk with us.
Hello, Administrator. I'm glad to see that you have managed to complete your assignments in preparation for this unique moment in history. You must understand that this is not simply another chapter in humanity's story. The book of our life on Earth is over, and we stand now at its epilogue. It saddens me to think that there are many who have yet to comprehend the reality of our situation. We've endured endless cycles of war, crisis, and famine. Still, the worst is yet to come. There are others like Dolos who have prepared for this outcome, but most of our kind remain sheltered from the horror of the predicament we find ourselves in. This pale ghost of civilization will wither and die, and with it, the tenets and values of the past.
He's an optimist, I can see
this
this.
System for the first time, perhaps we must decide which fragments we will pick up and take forward with us. Through Dolos, I am offering mankind an alternative means of survival. The Tiqqun is a tablet upon which we will carve our new history. Do you recognize why I have done all of this? Having foreseen our fate, I became fixated on altering it. I set about fashioning the ropes and tying the knots that would bind together this magnificent ship. It is true that our time in this world is brief, but at least I can rest assured knowing that my legacy will endure for eons. Farewell, Administrator. For the few who stand in the light and the many who dwell in the dark, you carry the fate of us all.
Quite the speech. With that, we are ready to move. Let's go to the star system, and with that we can now decide our Tiqqun and move towards the moon. And from there onwards we are journeying then to Proxima Centauri. Arrived at moon. Let's have a last look on that celestial body. Can we see Earth somewhere? Over there. One last time. As we're going to make our jump with the Vol engine.
In accordance with Ralph Stanford procedures, all ships must return to the Tiqqun before Vol jump initiation. Vol engine ready.
The Earth, our home, she is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution. Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the Earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the Earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. Dolos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tiqqun Station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown. We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the Vol engine.
Doesn't look like it's according to plan.
Complete. Several anomalies detected. Multiple digital security breaches found within Vol jump routines. Vol engine critically damaged. Hull integrity compromised. Analysis confirms discrepancies between the mission clock and the apparent advanced state of the solar system. We are receiving no communication signals from Earth. Likelihood of ongoing survival stands at approximately 7.67%. Activating Marduk survival protocols. New mission objective established. Ensure humanity's survival by finding a habitable exoplanet. Urgent issues requiring immediate attention. Increase food production output. Restore hull integrity.
Alright, and with that we are in a new world, it seems. We're still in the solar system, obviously, but it looks different. First of all, the other planets are gone. There's only Moon and Earth is not what it's been. Moon is destroyed, and Earth looks like it's a former shell of what there has been. I think we are in a parallel universe. I hope that we didn't really actually destroy Earth. I think we just jumped to a different dimension. And yeah, well, we are on our own. We have to survive now, basically. And this is where the game really starts. So build a probe launcher, feed 1,000 crew members. Let's go inside. We have every much here pretty much intact. There's still one more supply depot or supply area that we can take, right? So harvest. That's 134 that we have then. With that, it's the last one. So this is really all the alloys we'll ever get. And now we need to produce them on ourselves then, on our own. Let's get rid of this road here then, as we no longer need that. And I would also like to get rid of this area then. Perfect. That we have at least a bit of space now available for us. There's also some events. The crew are asking a lot of questions about the state of the Earth. Manchible behavioral algorithms predict a decrease in productivity of 22% if those questions go unanswered. We should quickly find them. Alright, send an expedition to Earth. Also, you may have noticed that the moon has broken apart. The crew are aware of this and many rumors are spreading throughout the station. You will have to make an official statement. And it was an experiment gone wrong is unfortunately trust penalty -5, but I think that is predictable, or that is needed. Resolve the events on Earth. Alright, let's go to space. We have our science ship. Let's move to Earth with it. Then we can start the event. Also, we should build a probe launcher. I think we have researched this already. There it is, probe launcher. 90 alloys, what? We don't have that much anymore left. Let's build it, yeah, right next to my other stations. Oh, by the way, let's get rid of that again. Can we do this? There it is. Because I would like to have them really right next to each other to save space. Because I don't know how many more big buildings we're going to need, right? But the whole area here now is then full with those big buildings. Let's have this road there going over, because we will need to connect the sector at some point. Feed them. For food-wise, we should be fine. No, we're not. We're still having a negative balance there. Strange. Alright. Let's go to my fleet management, my cargo ship. Do you have anything for us? No. There's no resources close by at the moment. Earth. No signals have been received from Earth. The oceans seem to have evaporated and the surface temperature has risen significantly since the Tiqqun was last in orbit. Atmospheric readings indicate the presence of strong dust storms. The blue planet will never again deserve its name. Investigate or search for survivors. I think that is the first important thing that we do. Perhaps there has someone survived. We don't even know how much time has passed, right? And we don't even know if it's the same Earth or, well, as I would like to call it, a different dimension. The expert that I am. Also, this one is coming along. Very important that we get this one. I haven't checked 6 energy it requires. So with that, we are once again energy capped because my research station is not active at the moment. And there it's coming along. Perfect. Has been built, and now we need to construct a probe. Costs me 3 polymers. We can also auto-build it. So whenever we have used one, it's automatically building one. I think that's a good thing to do, because I can always check how many polymers we have. And it's building it automatically then. And there it's coming along. Perfect. And we can then use it to find us some resources and asteroids and stuff like that. Also, the science ship is finishing its mission.
A science ship team has completed a task.
And after a long search, we have found nothing but rubble. We've seen no signs of life, not even a corpse. The lunaclism seems to have caused a series of events that precipitated the collapse of thermo-industrial civilization. The Earth has become a toxic and arid wasteland. The only remnant of civilization we found was a fallen stele where the cities of Washington once stood. Stuck in a crevice, it had been sheltered from the wind. And we do get some 97 alloys, 149 polymers, and also some science points. We can continue. Investigate the Dolos headquarters. This is going to take a while again. Oh, by the way, we can also send our cargo ship now for the alloys and also for the polymers. And this one we can actually turn off for now. Now the probe is ready for action, so we can now activate our probe scanner and just see where we should go. And we can also see where we can expect what, right? So we do have iron, carbon, silicon, hydrogen, ice, and also a point of interest. And then there's also an objective related point of interest. So do we have a mission for that? No, we do need to find an asteroid with iron deposits. So that would be here. There's an asteroid belt. And this one seems to have a high chance for iron deposits. Let's send the probe over to this area. Are we building the new probe right away? Yes, we are. Because of course they're consumed on usage. At the same time, next event has been finished. The converted oil rig which Dolos used as its state-of-the-art headquarters is gone. Only a few metal scraps remain scattered across an expanse of dusty, cracked earth. There is no sign of survivors. More research points and a lot of alloys. Holy cow. Last one is investigate a personal location to my home. Alright, there was the probe, and as we can see, asteroids have been found, and they have iron. 500 iron this one has. So I can now send my cargo ship, no, my mining ship, sorry, my mining ship to this. Do we have a mining ship? I haven't built this one yet. No, we don't. We need one. 20 polymers it costs me. And a crew member to work it. But then we can mine the asteroids for precious materials. Food is still going down. Another insect farm? I would have 4 then. Wait a second. Didn't we find some food? No, there's also no food outside. There's still one more thing though. That's over here then. Urshanabi. That is the supply ship. Also broken apart. For now we finish the next event.
A science ship team has completed.
A huge crevice cuts through the ground where your home once stood. There is no trace of civilization. Science points, 9 electronics and 120 alloys. And with that we have finished the expedition to Earth. We're still now here collecting science points. Quite a lot of them too. About my food. Still might need to check something out there. Alright, we have another probe ready though. Should I use it already? No, we're waiting for something that we need then in the future. However, we have the next mission for repairing the Tiqqun. So we do need 57 iron that we need to mine and then research the steel mill on top of that. For researching, I will need a bit more power. Have a look. Yeah. Oh, I don't have the polymers. But we have 149 polymers incoming. Let's actually put the iron behind and put the polymers to the front. I really would like to get this. And we have Doom, our mining ship. And let's get the iron that we need. However, for the iron, we will need a stockpile. So, I could build it. However, we lack energy already. Mission reports from the expedition to Earth are being discussed among the crew. The thought of having lost all loved ones left behind has destroyed morale for many of them. Stability penalty, -1 permanent. Okay, we're still happy though. -1 from the death of the Earth. That's okay. It's not that bad, right? And to safeguard humanity, we must find survivors and increase the station's population. We do not have time to go through the classic reproductive cycle of our species. Adding new members to the Tiqqun's crew will have a positive impact on morale. Cryonic stasis, a practice pioneered by Dolos, was in growing use. So we do need to find cryonic pots that we can find in the solar system now. And then we need to find ways of actually waking them up. But that is a long-term goal that we have there right now. Food is going up though. There's also lots of polymers now coming in. This allows me to build some solar panels. So we can have a small one here. And then also level 2. This one here for 15 polymers. So this is 80 more energy coming in here with that. And yeah, so far so good. Nice twist of events, and now it's about our survival and not about the future of humanity or something similar. Stay tuned.